So why do we use JSBIn? So if you haven't already gone to jsbin.com, I highly recommend that you go there. Now, JSBIn is a editor that will allow you to see everything within real time. And this is really important because instead of going into a program and pushing like the play button and having the browser pop up and seeing your website, you can edit your website in real time. Now, when I put one of these courses together, I want to make sure that everybody can use it. So in this case, what you're seeing here can be seen on a Windows phone, a PC, Linux, iPad, wherever. You can use JSBin wherever you want here. And that's great because if I were to go and download a program, you might not be able to view it on as many devices. So that's another reason why we're using JSBin. Now what's cool about this is that there are 3 languages to the internet for the time being, and at least the 3 major ones, and we have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and since it's called a markup language, what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to give you kind of a foundation, and it's not supposed to do any real work like calculations or anything like that. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, and what that means is that CSS designs your website. So you set everything up in HTML, and in CSS, what you do is you make it look good. You can set up the colors, the fonts, everything like that. And JavaScript adds in the functionality. JavaScript will, for example, do calculations. It can do a whole bunch of functions that you would expect a computer to do. Now, this tutorial is only dealing with HTML, but I do have a 1-hour CSS and a 1-hour JavaScript if you are interested, and I highly recommend that you take it. All right, so for the most part, we have our HTML here, and the best analogy I can give is imagine if you were building a building, and this building is a restaurant of some kind. So if you were to build a building, you would have a foundation, and you would have the walls, the roof, etc. That's what HTML is. You could walk into this building and you realize, yay, it's a building, but it doesn't look nice at all. What happens next is that you add in the floorings, the wallpaper, the paint, everything else that makes it look good. So that would be the CSS. CSS makes your website, or in my analogy, a building, look good. And CSS is done mostly in a different file, but we'll be talking a little bit about that near the end of this course. But if you were to walk into this hypothetical building, you would see that the building looks good, but you can't really serve food, and that's the function of the restaurant, is to serve food. Well, JavaScript is like the cash registers, the espresso machines, the ovens, everything like that. JavaScript adds the functionality to a website the same way that all the appliances would add functionality to this restaurant. So when you keep that in mind, at the end of this course, you will have a very good foundation as to how the web works and from an HTML point of view.